What's going on, guys? John Elder here from codemy.com, and in this video, we'll finish up our addition math flashcard app with Tkinter and Python. Alright guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to finish up the addition part of our flashcard app. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com where I have dozens of courses with hundreds of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. That's all my courses, videos, and books for one-time fee at just $49, which is insanely cheap. Okay, so we've got our flashcards. Now we want to be able to actually make an answer and then see if we got the correct answer or not. Wrong, and then flash up some different flashcards on the screen, and that's what we're going to do in this video. So all right, let's head over to our addition function here, and down here at the bottom we've got our button that we have an answer, and let's create a command for this thing. So command equals, and let's just call this answer underscore add, I guess, doesn't really matter. And let's copy this. Now we have to actually create this function, so let's head back up here, and let's say create addition answer function, and we want to define it, and it's add answer, and there we go. Now let's also come down here to where this button is, and we want to be able to flash a message up on the screen if we get the answer right or wrong. So let's put that label up there as well, and we need to make this global because we're going to access it in our new function we just created, and let's just call this answer message. And so answer underscore message will be a label, and it's going to be in our add underscore frame, and we want the text to equal nothing right now, and we want the font to equal, let's say Helvetica. I always use Helvetica, and let's say size 18. Okay, now let's answer underscore message dot pack, and let's give this a pad y of 20 or so. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so that looks good. So now let's come up here and let's write some logic to figure out whether what we entered was correct or not. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what the correct answer actually is. So let's create a variable called answer, and that's going to be equal to num underscore 1 plus num underscore 2. And what are num1 and num2? These are down here where we generated our original random numbers. Those are the actual images that are flashing up on the screen, you know? So we made them global here so that we can access them anywhere. So now we can access them right here. And then I misspelled answer. A-N-S-W-E-R. I always misspell answer for some reason. Okay, so we've got our answer. Now we have to figure out whether what we entered was correct or not. So what did we enter? Let's come down here and look. The box that we created to put our answers in, we called this the add answer entry box. So we can just get this, and actually since we're trying to get this in a different function, let's make this global real quick. So global add answer. Okay, that looks good. And we can come back up here and we can just do a simple if statement. So we could say if add answer dot get equals answer, A-N-S-W-E-R, right? Then the response, and let's just create a response variable, equals, and let's just say for now correct, right? Else response equals wrong, right? Now, this may or may not be an actual integer, right? We don't know. So we should probably convert it to an integer just to make sure. So we can wrap this in an int function, and that should work. Okay, so this allows us to compare a number with a number, right? And if we're right, we get correct. If we're wrong, we get wrong. So, all right, now we need to update our label. So down here, we just created this label, this answer message label. So now we can actually configure that. So let's go answer message.config, and then we want the text to equal whatever our response is, right? Okay, so if we save this, let's go ahead and run this. So Python flashcards.py, bring this over here, math addition, 10 plus 10 equals 20, correct. But now nothing changes. So we need to work on that in a second. Let's try it again. 2 plus 0 equals 43, wrong. All right, so that seems to work. Now, wrong and correct, that's not great. We also want to figure out, chances are we don't remember what the two flashcards were. So wrong and right, that doesn't help us any. Let's put some actual wordage in here that tells us, 2 plus 0 equals 2, not 43 or something like that. So we can do that real quick. So let's head back up here, and in our response, we can just concatenate, and then we can say, let's say num. Well, actually, we need to wrap these in string functions, num_1, because you can't concatenate a string and a number. It tries to add them and it messes up. So we convert it into a string. So we can say num1 plus, and then we can go plus, concatenate again, and then go string num_2 plus, and then we can say equals, and then plus, and then str, and then our answer. So we can copy this whole thing and paste it here. And here we also want to say plus not whatever our answer is that we entered. So that would be this. And we don't have to do anything because it's already a string, right? That's why we had to convert it to an integer up there. So, okay, that looks good. Let's save this and run it and see how that looks. So math, addition, 9 plus 1 equals 10. Correct, 9 plus 1 equals 10. Let's run this again. 6 plus 9 equals 55. Wrong, 6 plus 9 equals 15, not 55. So, okay, looking pretty good. Now this is right up here. We can mush this down a little bit if we want. We just come over here to our answer right here and give this a padding of, say, 40 instead. Right, save this and run it. And we're just kind of playing around at this point. So 10 plus 1 equals 454. That's down a little bit. I like that a little bit better. Okay, looking good. So now we need to fix this to where these flashcards change after we make an answer. And also this box deletes itself. So there's nothing there when the next set of flashcards gets flashed up onto the screen. So let's go ahead and do that now. So let's head back up to our add answer or answer add function. And right here we can just, well, here our add answer is the thing we're dealing with. That's the entry box. So we can just go add answer dot delete, and we can pass in from 0 to end, and that should work. Let's go ahead and save this and run it just to make sure that worked. So math addition, 400 blah blah, boom, now it disappears. Okay, so that seems to work. Now we need to flash these up on the screen, and this is a little tricky. So what we want to do here is create a new function that randomizes this stuff for us, right? So we could do that. Let's just come up here and let's say create flashcard randomization thing, right? All right, so def, and let's call this math_random. Call it anything you want, really doesn't matter. And then here we can come down here to our original add function. And what we want to do is grab this random number generation stuff and looks like all of this and then this to put them on the screen. So let's just copy all of this all the way to your add 1 and 2 config code. And we can just paste this in. Now, all right, here we're generating our random numbers. That's good. And here we're doing stuff that we don't really need. So we can get rid of that. And let's see, we're configuring these add 1 and add 2. So we need to make them global down here. I don't think they are. Let's come down here and look. Yeah, right here. These probably right here, here and here. We need to make these global. So let's go global, add_1, and global add_2. All right, that might be good enough. So here we're generating our random numbers. Here we're making them into images. Then we're opening the images, and then we are putting them on the screen. Now we may need to make these cards global. Maybe not. I don't think so, but you never know. I didn't think it through first, so we're just copying and pasting. So let's just run this and see if that worked. Oh, actually first, before it works, we need to make another quick change to our code. So we need to actually call this function. And when do we want to call it? Well, right after we've made our answer. So let's just do it right there. Okay, so now let's save this and run it. See if that worked. So math, addition, 4 plus 1 equals 5. Boom, correct, 4 plus 1 equals 5. Now we have two new ones, 7 plus 4, 11. Correct, 7 plus 4 equals 11. Now we have two new ones again. 10 plus 13 equals 43. Wrong, 10 plus 3 equals 13, not 43. And we've got new cards again. So, all right, I think that's it. We are done with the math flashcards. Now, in the future, we might want to tinker with this code a little bit in the random section we just created to actually pass a variable so that we can, you know, if we're doing addition or subtraction, we want to randomize slightly differently. We want to put the subtraction sign between the two flashcards, right? So we might tinker with that to do that, but we won't do that until later when we create our other math flashcards, or subtraction, multiplication, division, and all that good stuff. So, okay, that was really, really simple. And well, this is kind of old hat by now, right? We already did our state capitals, or our state flashcards. And a lot of the stuff in that we sort of used through here, you know, the global numbers and the image stuff. So this is really kind of just review to reinforce what we've already learned, but still fun nonetheless. And if we look at our app again real quick, let's pull this guy up. This is coming right along, right? We've got geography. We can do states. This is Florida. Correct. We've got state capitals. Illinois. Springfield is the answer. Correct. Springfield is the capital. We've got math flashcards. 6 plus 2 equals, I hope, 8. Yes. And very cool. So, you know, not a complicated app, but fun nonetheless. And I hope you're enjoying it so far. We're almost done. We can knock out the rest, you know, the other math flashcards pretty quickly with some copying and pasting. We've already got the addition one done. We just have to, you know, copy and paste it and change the signs basically for the arithmetic. And that's really all there is to it. Okay, so that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. Save pay just $49 to access all my courses, over 40 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDF versions of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 100,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and we'll see you in the next video.